Yeah, no, it's working. Oops, voilà. So, welcome to our small thing. Thank you for accepting this interview on a video because we will talk deeply about technology. Okay. Because it looks like Heuer is coming back big time with great technology. And we have here a kind of example what this hairpin made of carbon. So explain the history of this carbon technology in Heuer.
Okay. The project started about 10 years ago in two steps. There was a first step, the 3 first years from 16 to 19, where it was all about making the first prototypes, making sure that the technology was able to deliver a hairspring already. And obviously, by this time in 2019, Heuer did not have had the time to test extensively the whole product. It was already making sure that the technology was capable. Then came COVID. It almost stopped everything.
Yeah.
And in 21, when I joined Heuer, I was asked whether the technology was worth continuing or if we should stop it overall. I said to Frédéric Arnaud at that time, no, I think there's potential in the technology, but you'll have to give me time because we need a few years before we are able to deliver a reliable product to the market.
Yeah.
And so we started anew the project, tried to understand what were the actual problems that we faced in the first steps.
Yeah.
Understand the mechanisms that were responsible for this problem, and then find solutions to the problem.
Oh yeah.
This took us until, say, 23, something like that. And then the 2 last years were occupied by testing, because you may fail once, but you may not fail twice.
Exactly.
So we had to make sure that the next time we present the product, it would live up to the expectations of the market and of the customers.
Yes.
And that's what we have. Today, we have a reliable product with a very nice performance, a stability of the rate on the wrist of the customer, and I'm very happy about it.
And it's a completely anti-magnetic device.
So the hairspring is fully anti-magnetic, but the movement is not. When you are doing an oscillator, you have the hairspring, but you have the plateau, you have the axis, all these components, the balance wheel, they play a role in the magnetic sensitivity of your oscillator. So we have gone as far as we could, given the fact that there are a lot of patents around us that block some solutions. So up to now, we are able to claim tenfold increase regarding the magnetic sensitivity, meaning that we can go up to 600 Gauss without affecting the rate of the watch too much.
Okay.
When the iZone standard claims 60 Gauss. So
Only. Okay.
Yeah, the standard is low. But,
there are watches on the market claiming 2,000, 15,000 Gauss. What is the secret behind? It's possible or not?
First, what's the use?
For sure, no, you're right. It's like tourbillon. We do tourbillons because we love it, not because we need the precise watches.
No, but so you know the answer actually to this question. The watch brands who can claim this high level of magnetic resistance, which doesn't serve anything to a normal customer, they have their own proprietary solution that patented them, namely materials for the axis are protected.
Okay.
And without a good anti-magnetic material for the axis, you would not go over the 600 Gauss that we have today.
That's good to know. Now, people are asking, what is the difference between the solution with silicon, and the one with carbon, beyond the patents? I'm talking to you as an expert, and it's a technical question. What is the difference? What are the advantages or disadvantages eventually of these two solutions?
These two materials behave pretty much the same. They are, as far as material properties go, as insensitive to magnetism to one another. The design rules for designing the hairspring, and controlling then the isochronism and so on and so forth, we can apply the same rules. So we have basically the same performance. The difference lies in the processes and the technology, because silicon relies on MEMS technology, which is very well established for 50, 60, 70 years now. Carbon growing.
You just started.
We're the only ones to do it, and we've been doing it for less than 10 years. So the maturity of the technology is less, but this doesn't mean that the maturity of the product is less. I'm really convinced that we have a product that is as good as a silicon oscillator.
In terms of pricing, there is any one of these cheaper or more expensive so far?
So far, we're not producing enough, so the price is huge. Yeah.
But once I remember many years ago, one of the former executives told me that the target is to go to a minimum 250,000 hairspins in carbon. That's still a dream, or?
So I was not there at the time, and I let Guy say what he wants.
Yeah.
And I won't disclose any strategy on this, but obviously, given the cost of the technology, of the equipments that we need to grow these springs and so on and so forth, it's not sustainable under a given number of production, and this number is in the range of many tens of thousands.
That's clear. Emanuel, I'm also coming back to the technology itself. It was a big discussion years ago, you know very well, that silicium can crack. And you know that some people say, no, it's not working like that. So what is the reality for both, for carbon hairspin and for silicium? Is cracking or not? It's not, I guess. That's my impression. Please.
Have you heard about
no,
any
of course
customers
not.
that
I'm
have
just
a problem?
telling to the people, because people are asking, we heard about that on the media, on the internet, on the whatever. It's, you know.
Fake news.
Fake news. Glad to hear. Also, in terms of future, I heard here opinions around that we don't know for sure if in 100 years from now on, the solution or of your solution will still be working, unless, of course, we know about the metals we are using already. I disagree personally, but what is your perspective on that?
I'm not concerned at all about this. It's never been a problem with the quartz technology, which is much more a problem in this respect for me than hairspring technology. No, I'm not afraid at all about this problem.
One last question. What do you think will be next in terms of new materials used in the caliber?
One step at a time. Let me already deploy this technology. It will take time, and we'll speak in a few years about the next chapter. But,
thank you very much, Emanuel. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.